What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I've actually uploaded a full video, but I thought I would rank my owned Beyblade X products. And by products, I mean just the base. I'm not I'm not ranking the stadium, the launchers, the grip, anything like that. Just the Beyblades. So, we are here on Tier Maker. This was the only one I could find that had every Beyblade, and obviously we're not going through all of these, just the ones that I own personally. So, I'm reviewing the whole Beyblade combo in itself, not just the blade. So, let's get into it. And we're going to start off with how my collection started itself with Drain Sword 360 flat. If I can find it. Oh, there's Drain Dagger, Drain Buster. Where's Drain Sword? Sword, there it is. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna have to put Drain Sword probably A tier. The only reason why it's not going in S is because I'm not a big fan of the blue, and yes, I will be ranking the recolors as well that I own personally. I apologize for my dog, he's dumb. Let's go ahead and get the recolor out of the way. We're going with the red Drain Sword, which is going above the blue one, but it is not going into S tier. There is another reason for this. While this Bay is good, Drain Dagger, in my opinion, is just so much better than Drain Sword. Alright, so next on the list is Hell's Scythe 460 taper, and I do have a Google Doc right here beside me with all the Beyblades I own. Now let's see, there's Chain, Hammer, Scythe should be somewhere around here. Ah, here it is. Hell's Scythe. I like the Bay itself. The color is good, but I don't think it's better than Drain Sword. Now, I do like Taper. Taper is a great bit. It's actually the 460 ratchet, which is the reason why I put it here in B tier. And that's because 4-sided ratchets tend to burst more than 3-sided ratchets. So, I honestly haven't seen this Bay burst that many in my personal battles, but it does tend to burst a lot in other videos I watch and tournaments and stuff. So it is still a good Bay. It's just the 460 ratchet that puts it down here in B tier for me. And while we're on Hell's Scythe, we're going to go ahead and look at the yellow-orange Hell's Scythe, which this is Hell's Scythe 460 taper. So, is that right? I don't think that's right. I don't believe that's right, because that's supposed to be a ball bit. I think my Google Doc got messed up by accident. 380 ball. Okay, that's what it was, I believe. The ball bit isn't that great, in my opinion. It's good, but it's not great. I do like Taper better, but it's above the red one for two reasons. One, it's orange. My favorite color is orange. Two, the ratchet 380. While it's not as good as 360, it doesn't tend to burst as much as 460. So, let's go ahead and move on to the next Bay. We're looking at Wizard Arrow, which I know is right here. The yellow one, obviously. It's not a bad Bay. and the combo on it is pretty decent. It's a 480 ball, but we're gonna put it below Hell's Scythe here on B tier, only because this bay in a lot of my battles has actually bursted quite a lot. We're also gonna look at the green wizard arrow, which is going straight into... How do I feel about this, honestly? I'm putting it in C tier, but that might change depending on how the rest of this review goes. About that. It's going in here because of the needle bit. It tends to lean way too much whenever it's battling, which can cause it to spin out. While we're on the needle bit, we're actually going to look at Knight Shield, which is 380 needle. This is actually going to go above the green wizard arrow, only because this is 460 needle, 460 ratchet, obviously not that great. So this one has the 380 ratchet, the same as the orange Hell Scythe, but the needle bit puts it in C tier. Otherwise it would be bottom of B tier at best. Next we're going to look at Shinobi Knife, 380 high needle. Where are you? There's the mirror version for owning the Beyblade X. Buddy, go get water. Go. I apologize for that. Where is Shinobi Knife? I wish I could get rid of images that I don't have. Like, a lot of these are Takara Tomy bays, and I don't own a lot of these. And I wish I could just delete the pictures, but I don't know how to do that. Okay, seriously, where is Shinobi Knife? Come on, it can't be that difficult to find a purple ninja. Where are you? My guess is they put these in alpha... No, they didn't put them in alphabetical order, because that's samurai. Unless they're doing the Hasbro names, which that's steel, which... Yeah, okay. So it should be right here. But it's not. Why is it not right here? Okay, yeah, it's not there. It's not up here. Okay, either I'm blind... Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. This is going straight into D tier. I like the bay, I like the concept of the bay, but this is arguably one of the worst Hasbro exclusive bays. The reason why I did the air quotations is because Takara Tomy does now actually have this bay released right here. It's not a terrible bay. High needle isn't the best bit, and obviously we've already talked about four-sided ratchets, but it is going in D tier because this is a Hasbro bay that they released, and it just does not work very well in battles. Like I said, arguably one of the worst Hasbro bays. Up next is, I believe this bay is currently Hasbro exclusive. We're looking at Samurai Steel 480 Taper. And this is going right above Shinobi Knife. By the way, I am using the Takara Tomy names for all these bays. I hate Hasbro names. They suck. Like, Sword Dran, Arrow Wizard, Scythe Incendio. They're just not good. Same issues with Shinobi Knife. 480 ratchet. Taper does save it a little bit, and I do like the samurai motif, but we all know there is a much better samurai bay. I just have yet to get my hands on it. It also doesn't win that many battles. So, we're moving on from Samurai Steel. We're going to look at what used to be a Hasbro exclusive, but is now being released into Karatomi with the UX10 custom set, I believe. This is Terra Stroke or Terra Swing. Before they came out with the actual bay, it was called Terra Stroke for so long. That's what I've always called it, but it is called Terra Swing.
Are you okay?
This is 380 ball. Now, I like the orange on it. The 380 ratchet isn't bad, but I am putting this between Samurai and Shinobi. Because this bay hasn't really won me a lot of battles either. It's not bad, it just doesn't perform very well. Up next is Memo Tusk. This one right here. Which is combo 360 Taper. So it's kind of a mix between Dran Sword and Hell Scythe, but I don't like the mammoth feel on it, and the blade just doesn't really feel that well to me. I know it's a repurposed version of Hell Scythe, which is why it's going to go behind Hell Scythe. Like I said, it's not a bad blade at all, and it's got a pretty good combo. I just don't like the mammoth motif to it. I mean, to be honest, I like Wizard Arrow better, but the combo parts on it just keep it below Mammoth Tusk. Up next is actually one of my favorite bays from X so far, and possibly our first S tier. This might change. Dran Dagger 460 Rush. I know what you're saying. 4-sided ratchet tends to burst. I don't think I've ever actually seen this bay burst. So, there's that for us. I like the blade for its design. It's this nice six-sided blade. Very evolutionized of the three-sided here. And the flame on the dragon's mouth looks very nice. I do want to get my hands on this orange version and the Tokyo baseball team exclusive, but I cannot rank them until I own them. So for now, this is our first S tier. It might go top of A tier, however. Up next is Hell's Chain, which is 560 High Taper. Yep, 560 High Taper. And this bay is actually going top of A tier for one reason only. This bay actually saved me in my tournament. My first and only Beyblade X tournament so far, I did actually win. I used Dran Sword, Dran Dagger, and Hell's Chain. And Hell's Chain ended up being the bay that saved me throughout this entire tournament. It got me my wins, pretty much. So I'm very grateful for that. 560... It's not that great of a ratchet. High Taper is very nice. I like High Taper. And the design of the bay itself is very, very cool. I don't really know how to feel about the purple, but I like it, honestly. So up next is Phoenix Wing. Now, I have two of these. This is going top of S tier. It is going to remain top of S tier. There's a reason why I have two of these. I bought one to use in battle, and I have one to stay completely, intact, because I like the red coat on it. Now, this would go down a notch below Dran Dagger if not for the battles. because of the red coat. I wish that they would make the blade itself silver so you didn't have to worry about chipping paint, because the blade after so many battles just looks so bad. But in its red style, looks amazing. I love the weight of the bay. It's got such a good combo on it. 960 gear flat. This bay is so amazing, and I am 100% using it in my next tournament, whenever that is. Up next are the Shark Edge twins, which is right here's the purple one, which this is Shark Edge 360 low flat. It's going to go between the two trans swords. I like the blade, very nice two-sided blade. Low flat is a very good bit, and it has a good ratchet. I just don't like the colors. The colors are nice, but there's a reason for this. The Baja Blast Shark is going above the regular Shark Edge. Reason why I call it Baja Blast, someone in my TikTok comments has started calling it that, and it just stuck, to be honest. This is 380 flat, which is the green Shark Edge, aka the Baja Blast Shark. I honestly like the coloring on it. It's a very nice green compared to these two. And the parts are also in a very nice green. So, it will be staying here between Red Dragon Sword and Shark Edge, the regular color. Up next is Viper Tail. Viper Tail, where is Viper Tail? Ah, here it is. This is a part of the 2-pack, which comes with the Red Dragon Sword. Viper Tail is going to go above Samurai Steel because of the simple fact that this bay doesn't win a lot of battles. It has won some for me, but not a lot. More than Samurai, I believe. And I don't mind the design of it, but the parts I think are very nice. You get a 580 orb, which I think orb is honestly a nice bit. It's a little different from ball, like it's hard to tell which one's different, but I do like it. Next we're looking at is Rhino Horn. Rhino Horn, where are you? Rhino. It'll probably be up here somewhere actually. Can you spot the Rhino? There it is. And this is going straight into F tier. I know there are a lot of Rhino Horn lovers. I am not one of those. I am a Rhino Horn hater. And here's the simple reason why. I cannot get this bay to work for me. No matter how I launch it, what I launch it with, this bay will not work for me. This, in my opinion, is the worst Beyblade X bay that I've used, personally. Don't quote me to that yet, whenever I get more bays. But this is, in my opinion, the worst Beyblade X bay. So it is staying bottom of F tier for good. Up next is Spider-Man 360 flat. Yes, you heard me right. Spider-Man. He's right here. Spider-Man 360 flat is basically just Dragon Sword, but with a different blade. And it's going to go below Shinobi Knife. I don't mind it, but there's a reason for this. A lot of the collab bays that they have released all reuse a lot of parts, basically. Up next is Venom 380 Needle, which is Thanos, the Mandalorian. Where is Venom? It's hard to tell how they made this list, and I can't even see what that is. So if that's Venom, Luke, Shinobi, Silver Wolf, Venom. Venom is going above Spider-Man only because I do actually like the look of this bay, And if I could buy 2 of them, I would 100% customize this to have a black metallic coat. The parts on it aren't great. They're reused, obviously, from the 4 starter set, or the 4 starter sets, my bad. It's not a bad blade, and I like the design and theme, but it's just not a great bay. Let's see. Iron Man. Iron Man, where are you? Now this bay is going in F tier. Hear me out. 1. I'm not an Iron Man fan. I am always on Team Cap. Go Team Cap. I do like the Iron Man movies. I like the Iron Man character. I just like Captain America better. Now, that's not hurting the bay in a way to be an F tier. But this blade is a reuse of Knight's Shield. And it is very easy to tell that. But the parts, 480 ball. It's got a 4-sided ratchet plus ball. And this bay, I just do not like it. Like, something about this bay I don't like the design of. And another bay I just don't like the design of is going to be Thanos. It is going below Iron Man simply because the brown on it. Yes, they made the translucent colors on this brown. Why it was brown, I have no idea. It uses 460 point. So this is a good way to get point, but you're going to get a brown point. I don't know what you're going to use brown on. Like, there's like barely any brown bays in this entire Beyblade list right here. Next we're looking at is Bear Scratch, which is the McDonald's Bear Scratch, not this one right here. This is 360 Spike. This was another Hasbro exclusive. It is going to go above Venom and Spider-Man. 360 Spike isn't great, but this bay actually does feel nice, like the weight of it. The color choice is a little weird to me, but it's a nice feeling weighted bay. Up next is Leon Claw, which is 560 point right here. And this actually is going to go right here between the two on A. I like the bay. The bay feels nice. I wish Hasbro would release the winder launchers, because Takara releases this with a very nice gold winder launcher to match the gold on the bay. Hasbro just released it with the basic proto launcher, and that honestly hurts the collectability with this. The bay itself is nice. It's using 560 point, so it's got a good combo on it. But it's not my favorite of the starters. Up next is Unicorn Sting, which is not that one. You'd think it would be with that one, but it's not. It's right here for some reason. 560 gear point. And this is going to go up top on C tier. And here's the reason. This bay is very nice. Gear point isn't the best bit, from what I've heard. I've only used this in one battle. I don't remember who won said battle. But the colors on it are very nice. I do like the shade of blue, the white, all of that. Up next is Night Lance, which, that's the purple one. I gotta find the green one. That's Night Mail. Ah, here it is. Night Lance. 480 high needle. This is gonna go above Night Shield. Now, I haven't got my hands on the purple Night Lance yet, but this blade is very nice. I like the blade. The parts on it aren't the best at all. 480 high needle, but I'm willing to give this Bay a good chance because the blade itself. It can be used for combos and everything. And that is it. That was our last Bay. So here is my tier list. I am going to do this real quick just so we have a little bit more in S tier, I feel like. Honestly, I'm surprised we have 3 in F tier. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, this is my list, not your guys's, so you are entitled to your own opinions on how you feel the list is. Personally, this is how I feel about the Beyblades in my collection, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about how I rank these. Anyways, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and see you all in the next one. Peace out.